Hello, everyone, and welcome to Up Supercast, the only podcast where we're scrounging for things talking about after E3. I'm your host, Muzzy, and joining me today is Brandon.
I'm in the dumpster right now.
Oh, and Ills.
I'm right beside him, fucking dying.
I mean, I didn't join you guys on this dumpster dive for news, but I appreciate your efforts.
I just live here. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Alright, I got you. As you may notice, Will is not here today. He is so mad about Dexit that he took a week off for vacation. So he'll be back next week.
Christ almighty, are they really calling it Dexit? Just fucking blow my fucking brains out.
Did you guys say the word Dexit last week, or did you just talk about this issue? Okay.
We did not. I don't think it had been, the term has not been coined.
Okay, yeah. Time. So now, if you're not in the know, if you're not, Dexit is the controversy about the national Pokédex not being in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
It's a controversy. It's something to talk about.
But
I don't know if we want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm so done with that whole conversation. Today's gonna be.
We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked just within this friend group. We've had to talk about it a lot, and I'm done. This is gonna be a little bit more chill episode because it's post E3. There's no real news to talk about. I did come up with a segment though, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But
I think the thing is, you think this episode is going to be chill, and it's going to be like the most heated.
The thing is, you'll see.
When it comes to the list, we're going to want to kill each other this week. We haven't had an episode like that in like forever.
Yeah, in a while, but maybe this is the one. Some real quick house cleaning though. There was a little piece of news not worth really talking about in detail, but I just wanted to bring it up because we've talked about this in particular a lot on this very podcast. Turns out Brad Sams, known Xbox insider, says that the plans for Scarlet have changed since we heard from before E3. It is no longer a two-system approach. Anaconda and Lockhart, if you may remember. Apparently they were having some issues. Some developers were having issues scaling down for the Lockhart platform, and then on the other flip side, not just that, maybe that could have been solved, maybe it couldn't, I don't know. But also they feel that xCloud does a much better job of being an entry level product than a separate $300 box. And with xCloud, things just run naturally. They don't have to. There's no extra work on the developer side. Like it just seamlessly works. So why not just have a single SKU, basically, is the thought process. Right.
Well, that makes more sense from a marketing standpoint, too. I mean, why would you try to sell people on two different things? And there's going to be confusion there for anybody.
Yeah, and this is something we had debated before, right? It was like, okay, on one hand, like, they have the two-pronged, we have the power advantage and we have the price advantage. But, like, on the other hand, like you mentioned, like, it could have been too confusing, whatever, right? It looks like Scarlet will be a single console at launch. So, look forward to that.
I mean, that doesn't really affect me because regardless, I would have bought the most expensive
obviously
one personally. But but the thing, I guess it's a good and bad thing. There could have been more sales in a cheaper, less powerful version.
Yeah, but maybe xCloud really is good enough to become that entry level thing, though, right? Who knows? We'll see.
Sure.
Of course, like cross-gen will be a thing for a while. Let's be honest with ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think even more so than last gen. I think we're gonna see a lot of games that it'll take a while before we see exclusives to the PS5 and Scarlet. I think, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and I have no problem with that.
I think that's just indicative of the fact that it's always harder to make these games. It's always going to constantly get harder as graphical fidelity keeps going up. So.
Yeah, and like especially like I can't imagine the kind of horsepower you would need to be exclusive to those systems, to the new systems. Like that's an expensive ass game.
Yeah, because generations aren't making as big of a leap as they used to in terms of what graphics can do. I feel like of course there always is a leap, but it's not like PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3. Like, those were huge jumps.
Yes. And even then, I feel like PS3 to PS4 was a big jump, but it still felt less than the previous ones, right?
Yeah, it gets less and less every time.
Yeah,
so.
and now with like things like, I mean, we're seeing these iterative consoles with the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. It's just like those lines have kind of been blurring all this time anyway, you know. PC games have been designed lately to be very scalable. Like PC games are no longer the games that are pushing graphics, right? Like, they push graphics, but also they make sure they can run on really low spec hardware, even lower than the PS4 and Xbox One. You know,
right?
So like, I mean I think that's just the place we are, and I mean, and nowadays the big thing is crossplay, right? And that includes with things like mobile. Developers are trying to get their free to play games to not only run on consoles, but like Fortnite, they want to be on mobile too. You know, so it's an interesting place we're in.
That's crazy. That's just so crazy to me that your fucking phone can run a lot of games now. It's insane.
I mean that's where we are now, right? Though, like that's insane. And not only is it like running the same game, you can play with other people, no matter what platform they're on. Like you can play on a phone with someone who's playing on an Xbox, and that's just crazy. That's a crazy world we live in. Games are changing, you know. But yeah, so that I just wanted to bring that up because we've talked about the 2 SKU approach a lot on this podcast, and apparently it was all for nothing.
That's just what I like, you know, useless fucking hours put in.
Yeah. Well, speaking of useless hours put in, time for our new segment. I don't know if this is gonna be a recurring segment. That's up to Will. All right, but I've designed this segment in a way to be so. As you know, on the Jump Up Supercast, if you listen to the Jump Up Supercast all the way to the end, right, you know that we do the list at the end of the episode.
Oh
right?
Boy.
And the list, basically, we add a game every week and we rank it against all the other games that are already on the list. And once it gets added, that place is pretty much locked in. There's some asterisks involved, don't worry about that, but yeah. And we judge them by how good they are, right?
It's the best part of the podcast. If you if you don't listen to it, who are you?
I'm introduced because we have nothing to talk about. Truly, it is time for the hype list, and the hype list, you see, is a list where there's no longer. I feel like the list has some sort of semblance of, okay, we have standards, right, of how good it is, what the legacy, all that bullshit. We factor all that shit in, right? There's no logic here. This is what you are most excited for, but we are pitting it against each other, trying to figure out a list of games we are most hyped for and figure out an order that we can all agree on. Okay? Sounds simple enough?
So, I think there's definitely going to be some varying opinions here, but all right.
So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to start with 2 games, and then I'm going to add a game. Basically, for today, I want to get to basically Nintendo's lineup, and then from there on, if we have more time, or if you guys are not tired, or whatever, depending on how things are, we might add more games. I'll let you guys add some games if you want after that. Or Will can bring this back later, or whatever.
So, I mean, I could see how this could be recurring if we kept the list and brought it into each week and like took off a game once it's released.
Basically, once it's released, it's off, and we can. It doesn't have to be every week, you know. It can just be whenever we need it.
Yeah,
but
and in a week, well, like once a month, because it kind of reminds me of Nintendo Power had a list on every single issue that was called like the most wanted list or whatever. So every month, people would just like mail in what their most wanted game was.
Yeah,
and they would just tally the votes, and that was the list. Like, here's the top 10 most wanted games. So, once a game obviously was out, then it wouldn't be part of the most wanted list. So
yes.
You would get to see every month what people were excited for.
Yes. So basically same thing here.
Exposing Muzzy's plagiarism.
I mean, hold on. No. We invented the list, okay?
We invented listing things?
Yes, and
Holy shit. Should really patent that.
Welcome to Jump Up Supercast, inventors of lists. But so we just put a little twist on the list here, okay? You guys feel okay
Alright.
about just starting it with Nintendo games and then just kind of going from there?
Yeah, man,
See
fuck
how
it. Just
see how we go.
just do your best.
Okay. So I'm gonna start from July onwards. So sorry, Mario Maker, you're out of the question. Mario Maker's too close to even be considered here. You know.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start with Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, coming out July 19th.
Okay.
And Fire Emblem Three Houses, coming out July 26th. Which are we more excited for? And for me, this is pretty fucking easy. Fire Emblem by a long shot.
By a fucking country mile.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say by country mile, but I would say probably Fire Emblem.
Okay. Tell me why you think it's. What are you feeling about Marvel? Let's talk, because this might be the only opportunity we have to talk about Marvel. But why are you excited about Marvel?
Not really.
I'm excited for it. I mean, I'm gonna definitely be playing this game. We're gonna be playing it for the game club, and
I really
like. Yeah, and I really like the first two Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. This one, honestly, from the gameplay I've seen, it looks like the best one, and it's got like the best look. I think it looks more like a comic.
It has a very comic book-esque style, right? And I think like that. Yeah, looks very good. It kind of reminds me of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, even. But maybe a little bit more cartoony, I guess.
Yeah, the first two games went for a more realistic look, from what I remember. It's been a while
for sure. No, they definitely.
Yeah, they were very saturated. I mean, undersaturated and fucking grim.
Like, this one's very bright, colorful, and it's.
Yeah, the gameplay was always the best part of those games. So and
it's something that's definitely a blast in multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's got the RPG elements and the team-based stuff, and it's fun to play.
It's a beat 'em up. You gotta love the beat 'em up.
Ills, you want to talk about Fire Emblem real quick before we move on to the next game?
Sure, I guess. I mean, I love Fire Emblem, and Three Houses looks interesting. I mean, I like the story implications of the time jump, and I'm a little hot and cold about the every character can be any class type of thing, but I'll see it when I get it. I'll see what it is, but I love Fire Emblem. I've played a lot of it. I intend to play this one. Let's fucking do it.
I am very happy too that with Fire Emblem Three Houses, it's like they're not kind of just like making Awakening plus,
Yeah.
They're really making this game its own thing, and I think that's neat for Fire Emblem. And this is obviously not official stuff, but from the leaks I've read, sounds like a very exciting game. All of it has basically been confirmed by the official info, but
I'm very interested to learn if it's like 3 separate games in one or something like that.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. There's 3 distinct paths the house you pick, and they actually mentioned on Treehouse, like the house you pick is its own path. So basically, almost doing the Fates thing, but like instead of being a stupid good versus evil, essentially, I think that three houses just has a lot more room to tell very unique stories amongst all 3 paths.
I'm worried about having to play this game 3 times.
I mean, I got a lot of use out of Awakening. I played Awakening like 4 times though, so like. And I played Fates all the way through, but I did not enjoy that as much as playing Awakening multiple times, to be honest. But I wonder if like the maps will be the same across the 3 versions. Maybe that helps save time or something.
I need to see.
It'll just be the story that's different.
Yeah,
maybe. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. All right. So far, our hype list is number 1, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and number 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. So our next game on the list, this is already where I'm kind of sweating, to be honest. Astral Chain. Coming out August 30th.
There we go.
All right. Ills, you brought up this game before E3. I don't know if you want to talk about this game a little bit first.
Sure. I mean, right now, this goes at number 1 for me.
Okay.
It looks really, really fucking good. And, the E3 only whetted my appetite even more.
I mean that Treehouse footage looked phenomenal, right? Like
yeah. And I mean, this is a new IP. It's from Platinum. How can you not be excited? This is just all your possible fucking hype dreams are here. Well, at least to me.
So, okay, I'm extremely excited for Astral Chain, and I love Platinum games, but I don't know if I could put it over Fire Emblem. I just, it's hard. This is very hard.
Well, here's the
So for
thing:
you-
is that Fire Emblem is more of a known quantity to me.
Okay.
So you can drop like for me, I can lessen my hype a little bit because I kind of know where I'm gonna get.
You know what to expect. Going
Yeah.
in, right? Yeah.
And I already
Alright.
see like there could be potential pitfalls there, But Astral Chain, obviously, it's a character action game, so I kind of know what I'm gonna get. But it's it's a lot more open.
It's a whole new
vis-a-vis
world,
story.
whole new- yeah.
How you use the Legion guy.
Yeah. Brandon, where are
It's
you
really
feeling right
interesting.
now? Above or below Fire Emblem? Or maybe even below Marvel, if that's what you think.
That's definitely not. I definitely
Okay.
don't want to put it at the bottom. That's for
All right.
sure. But
Above or below
I
Fire
love
Emblem?
Platinum.
This is the question.
I really do. I'm a mark for Platinum games, man. I love them a lot. So I'm gonna have to say number 1 right now.
Okay,
There we
all
go.
right, number 1. But let's put it above. So, it's Astral Chain, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Wait, how many
on.
games are we going deep into this list? Did you mention that?
No. Well, so I'm just gonna feel it to see how long we've been going. But like I'm thinking at a base 8, right? So
Okay.
we're already gone through 3, so 8's not too bad, right?
Are you keeping notes?
Yes. Don't
Okay.
don't you worry. Well, we're just gonna kind of feel it out when we feel like we need to end. You get me? So
Yeah.
It just depends on when we get tired of it. So next on the list is Daemon X Machina, coming out September 13th. 13th? Yeah, 13th. So Daemon X Machina.
Yes.
Uh,
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I would put this on the bottom of the list.
Whoa! All right. I think you're breaking Ilse's heart here.
I'm sorry. I mean, the game
A little
the game
bit.
looks cool. It's a game that I want to play, but these are all good games. I feel like so that we were talking about. So I would put it at the bottom for me. I mean, I've never been a big fan of mech like piloting games.
Okay.
The fuck?
So yeah, I don't know. They just a lot of them have so much going on the screen, and they're overly complicated. Like I tried playing Armored Core once, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
What is happening? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
it
I could not figure
realistically,
it
realistically gives you the feeling of piloting a mech.
Yeah, I could not get into that game, right, at all. I tried. So this game gives me a little bit of that vibes, but it looks more fluid and more action. It does look cool, and I want to try it out. But compared to these other games, I would put it at the bottom for me personally.
So, yeah, go on, Ilse. Sorry.
As a side note, is there a VR game where you pilot a mech yet? Because that would be gold.
That would be both gold, but also I feel like could be easily like vomit inducing. I don't know. I'm sure someone out there saw VR, some developer and was like, "Oh my god, I want to make a mech game," because like,
Okay.
what
Wasn't
better
there
way?
Mech Assault for like Xbox where it was like all in first person? You could buy that like fucking huge ass controller.
Yeah, yeah. So put that game in VR. And
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be a perfect game for VR. But anyway, I think I would put it below Fire Emblem. What's the lowest game? Oh, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Marvel.
I-
Alliance.
I like Ultimate Alliance. I'm hyped for it, but these are all good games, and I am more hyped for Demon X Machina. It's kind of the Astral Chain thing where it's less of a known quantity, and it looks fucking amazing. There's a lot of potential here, but the reason why it's below Fire Emblem is that I heard a little bit of bad news about the controls maybe being not great, so I'm looking a little cautious on that one.
So I guess I'm the tiebreaker here. So my thing is, Marvel Ultimate Alliance looks fun, but that's all it is. It's just gonna be like a fun time just beating things up with superheroes.
Jeez.
On the
Imagine
other
playing
hand,
games for fun.
I mean, no,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
tough.
but like, there's
What a
no-
crazy concept.
no, there's just nothing special about it though. Like we're just like, oh, okay, like I'm Iron Man and I'm fucking things up, and that's like, it's like to me, it almost feels like a Muso game in a lot of ways, and it's made by Team Ninja, so maybe that's why it's giving me that vibe. But like, it kind of has the same thing going for it, Deus Ex Machina.
Oh, yeah,
though-
I mean, Muso games are essentially beat 'em ups.
Yeah. Daemon X Machina, the style is so rad, right? Like, it just, visually, it is striking, right? However, I am kind of having the same problems as Brandon, where it's like, I played the demo myself. It is not an accessible game. I don't know if I will personally put the time into Daemon X Machina to learn that game, you know? So I think I'll put it below Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Sorry, Ills.
You're a coward. That's all.
So, current rankings: Astral Chain number 1, Fire Emblem number 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 number 3, and number 4, Daemon X Machina. All right. Next game on the list: The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
Oh boy. Well, Brandon's number 1, so.
Brandon, you are the Link's Awakening guy. What are you feeling about Link's Awakening?
I mean, out of all these games, it's my number 1 for sure. I've gone on record so many times. I love this game. I love it. I can't wait to play it, and it just looks gorgeous. And I've played the game a ton of times already, but I have no problem with jumping back in and playing it some more. Actually, to be fair, all right, I'll be fair here. I'll put it at number 2 because I have played this game a shitload.
Sure.
Right?
So it's not really a new experience beyond the visuals, right?
Beyond the visuals, yeah. So I'll put it at number 2. Although I'm extremely hyped for this game, but yeah.
Tell me, where do you feel it ranks amongst the pantheon of 2D Zelda games?
Link's Awakening?
If you're telling someone who has played Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds, and who loves those games but has not played Link's Awakening, what do you tell them about this game? What do you say? Like, does this live up to that height of 2D Zelda?
Yes, it's my favorite Zelda game.
Okay.
So it's not even just my favorite 2D Zelda game. It's my favorite
your
Zelda
favorite
game.
Zelda period. Okay.
I don't think it's the best Zelda game though.
Sure.
I don't even think it's the best 2D Zelda game either. I mean, that's
but does it belong in that conversation with A Link to the Past? I guess is my question.
Of course it does.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I agree. I'm just for the listener who has not played Link's Awakening. I want to.
No, it's an incredible experience. Like, it's almost like it's the pinnacle of Zelda handheld games. I will say that, and it's crazy because it's the first one. But it's the best. I don't know. I love it, and if you haven't played this game, you're going to enjoy it. I can guarantee you that.
All right. Okay.
God, everyone shits on Minish Cap for some reason.
I mean, I
don't justice for Minish Cap.
Minish Cap is really
a good game too.
Yeah.
But you didn't even mention it in 2D games.
Okay, so Ills, where are you feeling about Link's Awakening right now?
I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over. It's a known quantity. I mean, obviously, I played this game a lot, especially when I was younger. I'm still hyped for this game, but it's not a new experience to me, so I'm gonna put it below Fire Emblem.
Okay, yeah. Below Fire Emblem. Okay.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm the tiebreaker. Yeah. I mean, Link's Awakening is really fucking good, and the art style is, to be fair, incredible, right? But like, this is a game that I personally have played, and so therefore, just inherently to me, it is not as exciting as, say, a brand new game. However, it's still more exciting than Marvel. So, and it's still just like, I'm excited to play this game again. So yeah. Link's Awakening.
Wait, so do we have to come to some kind of consensus there?
Well, no, I'm agreeing with you. Number 3.
Oh, okay.
We're me and you are, as long as 2 people agree, it's good.
Gotcha.
So that's I guess that's the nice thing about having 3 people today.
Thank
All
God.
3 of us disagree, but
Yeah, that'll be
fat.
something. All right, this one, not technically a Nintendo game, but they are publishing in the West, so I am counting it. And I want Will to weep. So, Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. Coming out September 27th. Where are we feeling about Dragon Quest? I'm so happy Will's not here to do this segment, so we can fucking put Dragon Quest wherever we want.
Okay, alright.
Well, I'm feeling fucking nervous because this fucking quarter is stacked as fuck.
Yeah, this is all. We've not left the third quarter. This is actually the final game, but Jesus Christ, So,
Okay.
Brandon, Any thoughts?
Yeah. I want to put it at the bottom.
Oh my god.
Well, this is a game, first of all, that's already been out, right? It's just people who play this game. And second, I don't care about it. So, on the bottom.
All right. Okay, I do not want to put it at the bottom. I'm very excited to play this game. This is going to be the first time I'm playing Dragon Quest XI. This is the first time I'm playing a Dragon Quest game since the first Dragon Quest
Dog,
game.
I don't have like 150 hours in my life to dedicate to this shit.
I do to play it portably, so I'm good here. This is a game that is, I will love to play this on Switch. And this truly seems like, I mean, they are adding so much fucking content to this one, you know? There's the 2D mode, there's all the revisit the old stuff. It's just, I want to put this game at least above Marvel. This game is more exciting to me than Marvel. I mean, this is going to be a good-ass RPG.
Marvel, I want to put it above Daemon X Machina, like right below Marvel.
Okay, I'll settle with you. I'm not ready to fight this. So yeah, all right. So our current rankings.
I mean, it looks intriguing, and yeah, RPGs are great on the Switch.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment right now. I'm a little nervous about it. I mean, that's a bad thing to say about judging the game, but personally, RPGs are fucking long, so I'm sorry.
This is also our own personal hype.
Yeah, this is a hype ranking, not
This is a hype.
judgment of the game.
There does not
itself.
have to be. Yeah, there does not have to be any sort of logic tied to that.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Thank
just
God.
how excited for the game you are. It doesn't really have to be that, like, you know, you could be like, oh, well, I know this game's good, but I don't care for this genre, so throw it on, you know, for me, I'm not hyped at all. So.
Yeah, pretty
man.
much.
Although I love RPGs, I just don't care about Dragon Quest.
Will is so mad right now.
He's
he's
yelling
crying
in
right
chat. So, our next game does not have a release date yet, but we can assume it's coming out in October. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh.
Baby.
So, I'm going to talk about this one first, if that's okay. Luigi's Mansion 3, honestly, became my game of the show. Like, my stealth game of the show for E3. This game looked fucking incredible. Like, it really does. Like, I was not that excited for Luigi's Mansion 3 going into it, but, like, after E3, I'm like, first of all, this may be one of the prettiest Nintendo games ever made. It is gorgeous, just graphically. It looks very good, you know? And then they're just saying all the right things about this one. It's like, hey, you wanted portrait ghosts? There we go. We're giving you portrait ghosts. You wanted free exploration? Explore the hotel to your heart's content. You know?
Yeah.
And the hotel setting allows them to just bring in all sorts of crazy things because literally anyone could stay over for a hotel, you know? So
I mean, they have a fucking Hollywood like recording movie studio in that hotel. Like, it's just there's no rules. They're just going wild with it.
It's going wild. It looks wonderful. The treehouse footage especially just really sold me on this.
Yeah.
I want to put it right below Astral Chain.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I know I'm not gonna get agreed, so probably, but I'm really feeling.
You know,
this
I want to say I don't agree with you because I want to put it at number one.
Holy shit! I was gonna
Christ,
say number
really?
one, but I didn't think I would get it.
No, dude, I'm excited for this game, man.
What the fuck? Why do I even need to talk then?
Well, just explain. I want to hear it anyway.
I am a little bit shocked that you're saying this is the prettiest game you saw. It just looked very by the numbers to me. I'm not saying anything bad about this game. I love Luigi's Mansion games, but yeah, I wasn't like blown away by the graphics or anything.
I really think this game is gorgeous. I don't know.
I'm excited for the multiplayer. I'll say that, and yeah, it just looked like Luigi's Mansion. I don't know. I mean, it looked like a game I'll probably sink like 10 hours into and feel good about it, but I won't think about it that much after.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
I have a lot of experience playing like the first one like multiple times, and like I really, you know, I loved the first one a lot, and like the second one I even enjoyed it, even though there's some things about it that I was like, yeah, you know, they could have done better, but it's like this one is just it has me so hyped because it's like they are literally taking everything that people like about one and making it better, and taking the things that, people didn't like about 2, but also like the small things about 2 that they added, and just it's like they're just taking everything and just making the best Luigi's Mansion game possible. And I don't know, to me that really has me super excited for it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna lose, but I want it under Fire Emblem.
How about we settle for number 2, right in the middle between number 1 and 3.
That's fine with me.
So it'll still be below Astral Chain. All right.
Yeah, I mean that's fine with me.
Yeah. So number 1, Astral Chain. Number 2, Luigi's Mansion. Number 3, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Number 4, Link's Awakening. Number 5, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Number 6, Dragon Quest. Number 7, Daemon X Machina. We're gonna add 3 more games. Okay.
Okay.
3 more games. How are you feeling about this so far? By the way, I want to get a feel.
I feel like Brandon's gonna put the next game at number 1 too.
All right. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. These games.
Yeah.
You right.
These games are getting a lot of controversy. Let's start there.
Yeah, Brandon. Think about Dexit, all right?
I'm thinking about it. I thought about it. I thought about Dexit a lot over the last couple of weeks, and I've got to say, it's still my number 1 most hyped game right now.
Fucking guy.
I mean, I agree. I'm sorry, Els. It's just like Pokemon Sword and Shield.
How do we even come to these things?
I mean, okay. Pokemon Sword and Shield to me is doing everything right. First of all, almost. But like, the wild area is exactly what I want from Pokemon. Just this wide open area that I can explore to my heart's content, where I can find all sorts of crazy Pokemon in the overworld. It looks incredible. I feel like this game has a lot of personality that I felt was very lacking in Pokemon X and Y. Like the Galar region feels like a real world, especially adding the Pokemon. But like, the gyms feel like they have actual importance here, to the region itself. I think that's such a cool thing. And the Pokemon themselves, sure, not all of them are in here, but I feel like they look the best they ever have. They just look, they look amazing in this game.
I mean, we don't know a lot of them, but the ones that we do, they look great. And
you know what, guys? I hope all your favorite Pokemon are missing. How about that?
Diggersby is already in the game, so I already know. I'm not that worried about it. The thing, it's just, man, there's so much more about this game we don't
even know, and it already feels like the most ambitious Pokemon game in a long time to me. Like, it really does. Like, it just, it's hitting all the right notes.
There's a lot still to find out, and I'm really excited. That's what has me like more hyped than anything. Like, it's just a mystery. There's so much more to find out about this game, and you know what? I fucking love Pokemon. All right, it's my favorite goddamn video game series of all time. I love it. I just can't wait for this game.
Cancel Pikachu. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, so we have a new number 1, Pokemon Sword and Shield. And then, all right, we've gone through 2019's games, but there's 2 more games coming out that they talked about that we got it.
Okay.
Number 1, a game that was supposed to come out in 2019, been delayed to March 20th of 2020, Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh.
This is hard.
Another game I don't care about.
this is a bad segment for Ills, man.
This is hard for me. I don't know if I want it at number 1 or number 2.
Look at this fucking guy.
I want it at number 1, Brandon.
Let's list of number 1s.
Let's do it.
Let's just make every game number 1. They can all have their fucking prize.
I don't know if I want it at number 1 or number 2, though.
I mean, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Okay, let me try to sway you a little bit to number 1. Okay, first of all,
fine.
Animal Crossing does not come around as often as Pokemon.
As often as Pokemon, I know.
It's been 7 years since New Leaf came out in Japan. It's been 7 years.
So long.
Alright? New Horizons looks like it was worth that fucking 7-year wait, let me tell you. Like, it did this thing. It did this thing that exactly what New Leaf did, which is incredible, in that I think, how the fuck do you evolve Animal Crossing? And they do it in a way that I would have never thought of. But when I see it, it's like, this is just the perfect evolution for Animal Crossing. It truly is. This is like...
Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right because obviously I had the same thoughts like how do you make Animal Crossing better? But then when you see it, you're like, oh no shit, man. Obviously, like going into the town and being able to make it anything you want now, not just limited by where the houses already are and stuff. Now you make the paths anywhere you want. Put the houses wherever the hell you want. It's like you get to make this town from scratch. You get to make it what you want it to be. And I'm like, how the hell did I not think of that?
It will truly be your own, unique town. Yeah,
exactly how you want it.
Yes, and this is a game that's gonna last me for. I mean, especially being on the Switch, a system I love to play. I am never gonna put this game down. Mm-hmm. Like this is a game that will last me for the rest of eternity, maybe.
Pokemon in Animal Crossing, just fucking bless us all, man.
Yeah.
What a perfect system.
Fucking damn us all.
Well, so one or two, system. Brandon. You're
Put it at number one.
Yes.
Put it up.
Who gives a shit? What are numbers?
Put it up, baby.
All right. So before I go to our final game, I'm gonna go through the entire.
Whoa! I don't get a vote. Fuck you then.
Oh, all right.
I want a number fucking 9.
Okay.
Fucking garbage tier game. Wow. Get the shit out of my fucking face. This guy wants to build towns. He doesn't like mechs. What the fuck? Not even a human being.
I love animals. Okay. I love Pokemon and animals.
Yeah, and Pokemon are basically animals, so Mm-hmm. Alright, so going through the list. Number 1, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Number 2, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Number 3, Astral Chain. Number 4, Luigi's Mansion 3. Number 5, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Number 6, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. 7, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. 8, Dragon Quest XI S.
Fucking
and
Dragon
9, Daemon X Machina.
That seems right.
I'm feeling good about this list. I'm feeling pretty good about this list.
Yeah,
all right.
Fucked.
And then our final game, maybe. Let's see. The sequel to The Legend of Zelda.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Brandon wants it at number 1. Okay? No matter what you say, he wants it at number 1.
No. I'm going to hear Ills. Where are you feeling about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild?
Fucking number 1, man. Fuck. At least we'll put a respectable game at number 1.
Wow.
I mean, look, here's the thing. Breath of the Wild is number 1 on the current list, on the regular list. It's hard to say the sequel is not my most anticipated game.
Well, listen, they're not making the sequel to Super Metroid, right? So you got lucky this time, buddy.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, I wonder why they're making a sequel to Breath of the Wild, not Super
because they're scared. They're fucking scared, that's why. They don't know how to do it. They're just fucking copy-pasting Breath of the Wild. Oh, just add her fucking 2
when they try to make a sequel to Super Metroid, we get Metroid on the round.
That's not what happens. I'm sorry. It's not Super Metroid 2. It never existed.
So this is just a formality, Brandon, but where do you want to put it?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you gotta say number 1, dog.
Yeah. All right.
So the only number he knows.
Just pretend you heard that other list that I just said before, and then Breath of the Wild's on top of all those games.
Yeah, I was gonna stop you. I was gonna stop you.
I was not gonna do it.
All right. Redundant.
When I started the list, I kind of just wanted to do this dumb bit, just completely being oblivious to like saying the list over and over and over again. But I don't have it in me anymore. So Breath of the Wild 2 is number 1. So I will leave it up to you guys now. Would you two like to add a game? Doesn't have to be Nintendo, but would you guys like to add a game to our hype list, or do you want to move on?
I mean, cool. Yeah, I'd be down to add a game.
Okay. Ills, you want to add a game too?
Sure, why not?
Okay. We'll start with Ills because he's had it rough. This. So,
maybe if he had good taste, he wouldn't have it.
Whatever. Okay. I'm going to nominate No More Heroes 3.
Oh,
that's
cool.
a good one.
We saw very, very little of it, but I am very, very happy that it exists. I did not enjoy Travis Strikes Again that much, but I still hold a lot of love for 1 and 2. So I'm putting it probably below 3 houses. Yeah, below 3 houses.
I would put it right below that, right below Link's Awakening. I'd definitely put it above Marvel and Dragon Quest and Daemon Ex Machina, but yeah, I would just one little bit lower, for me personally. Brandon.
Oh, I'm gonna lose.
Why?
Where do you want to, Brandon?
Where do you want to put it?
Number 1. No, I'm just. I would probably put it at like below Pokemon.
Jesus Christ!
Whoa. I mean,
Dude,
here's the
love
thing.
No More
Travis
Heroes.
Can we talk about below Astral Chain? Here's the thing: we haven't seen much of or anything of No More Heroes.
No More Heroes.
Right, we haven't seen anything. We saw that cutscene, and there was like fake game. It wasn't really gameplay,
Yeah.
It looked fake as gameplay.
Eh.
But like, just the fact that it exists, like this is a hype list, right? For me, I mean, I fucking love No More Heroes. I love Suda 51. So like, that's me. That's my hype list. I'm putting it below Pokemon.
So level with me here, all right?
Okay, all right.
No More Heroes 3, a very exciting game. I'll give it to you, right? Think of it this way though: most of this list will be eradicated by the end of September. So because it's a little far out, it's harder for me to be excited for it right now. But by the time September rolls around, it's gonna be pretty much near number 1 anyway, where you want it.
What is this? What is this argument?
So
Weird.
for now,
weird argument.
no. Look, Link's Awakening is more exciting right now because it's sooner, right? But once Link's Awakening's done, it'll be above there, and it'll be exactly where you want it.
This is the dumbest take of all time.
I mean, yeah, it's weird. I don't know. You know what? You guys decide.
Well,
Well, we have very different opinions.
can we at least agree? I mean, I can put it where it was originally set it, which was below Fire.
All right, yeah, fine.
I'll put it
There
above
you go.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, cool. So it's right in between Link's Awakening and Fire Emblem Three Houses. Okay.
That's fair.
Brandon,
Okay.
what game would you like to add?
I want to add a game that got delayed, which made me a little sad, but I'm still excited for it. Ori 2,
Ooh,
baby.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Fucking not a Switch game. What are you doing?
Hey, he said anything, so
I did. I said anything.
And who knows? This game could come to the Switch, even though I don't care, because I'm gonna buy it on the Xbox regardless. So, yeah, I mean, I've talked about this. It was in my most anticipated games of 2019. So rest in peace, me. And I think I talked about it last week, and I'm really fucking excited for this game. It looks beautiful. Beautiful doesn't describe shit for this game. Like there's no words to describe it, how good this game looks. It looks amazing. Ori, the first one, I loved it. It's Metroidvania style game, and it's just the free flow movement of Ori playing, just running around and exploring. It's just amazing, and just the visuals. I love it so much. I gotta say, I would put this game. I'm really excited, man, for this game. Can't wait. I would put it below Pokemon.
Okay, well, hard disagree. I'm excited for Ori, but not as excited as these Nintendo games. I'm just gonna be honest.
So at number 12 then?
It goes. I'll at least put it above Marvel.
Wow, that's some low shit. Low ball the fuck out of
Damn,
right
I feel like every game I want to put it like right below Fire Emblem. Shit.
You gotta put above Fire Emblem at least. Come on, dog.
No.
I played a lot of Fire Emblem. I like Fire Emblem a lot. I'll
put it above No More Heroes 3.
Can we put it below Astro Chain? Those are my two go-tos right now.
At least below Fire Emblem. I'll settle there. Right above No More Heroes, right below Fire Emblem.
Ori's so fucking good, though. He's right. I mean, Ori.
But so is Fire Emblem.
I feel like there's more potential for problems with this new Fire Emblem than there are for Ori. Like, I'm more secure in saying Ori's going to be a great game.
I want it below Luigi at least. Come on. Put it below Luigi's Mansion.
I mean, I'm okay with putting it above Astral Chain. How about that?
That's what you fucking said originally.
Well, below Luigi's Mansion. I'm okay with putting it below Luigi's Mansion.
So yeah, alright. So Ori and the Will of the Wisp is going right below Luigi's Mansion 3.
Do not read the list.
No, I'm not. I was about to
Don't do
say,
it.
maybe Brandon can just throw in a second pace spin for this one, for this episode.
Oh, God. No more work. No, I'm just...
Yeah.
You know what? Just remind me. I don't
Yeah,
mind doing it.
I'll remind you. Yeah.
Shoot me the list.
Alright. So that is
Shoot me the hype list.
that is
Most
our
list.
that is our hype list. We have 12 games on our hype list. Who knows if we'll ever do anything with this list again? But
I mean, I'd be down with like adding games here and there, and like obviously taking them off, like maybe doing it like a once a month type of thing.
yeah, we'll see. We'll talk it over with Will. We'll figure out how we.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Rankomania.
Well, speaking of Rankomania, it is time, my friends, for the one and only, the real one this time, the list.
The
list!
I think that's the most excited I've ever been able to muster for the list. All right.
Good job.
So, the list. You know what it is. Last week, I don't know what you guys had last week, actually. I didn't prepare for that. What did you guys have last week?
Crusader, no remorse.
And what number did that reach?
We had no remorse for it when we put it all the way down at fucking
93.
93.
Nice.
Listen, I fill out the bottom. I do the dirty work nobody wants to do. Everybody shoots for the top.
That's
I'm a
true.
bottom
that's
guy.
True. That's true. Ills is a bottom. Remember this, lads. So
I'm a power bottom.
okay, all right. So, it is my turn to add to the list, actually, and I would like to add. What? See, this is hard because it's like, I mean, I think most of the three of us have played similar amount of games, right? It's the same kind of games. I want to add Star Fox 64. Star Fox. Okay?
Star Fox 64.
So,
Got it.
This is
Well,
a
I
game.
can tell you right fucking now, I want it above Kid Icarus Uprising.
Oh, alright. Let's not get crazy here. So, I picked this game because...
How is that crazy? First of all, how is that crazy?
Hold on. We'll get there, alright? I get first say of where to put it, okay? I picked this game because there's a wolf amiibo right in front of me. Star Fox 64 is an interesting game. It is a game that is incredibly short, but the replay value of this game is... You are meant to play this game multiple times, you know? Like, you are meant to play this... Because,
Yes.
So it's a shooter. It's a shooter. You're in an airship called an R-Wing, and you're shooting at things, and you navigate the level, right? It's pretty linear. Like it takes you. There's some free range missions where you have like a limited area to kind of just freely fly around and do whatever the objective is. But for the most part, the levels are like it's an on rails kind of game, right? Star Fox 64
Correct.
is easily the best Star Fox. No question
Yeah,
about
without
that.
a doubt.
Yeah, and it's sad, honestly, that they have not been able to top this game.
It might be the only good Star Fox, you know, like...
No.
Well, okay, I wouldn't go that.
The only great Star Fox, how about
The
that?
only
Like,
great one.
the
Yeah,
only-
that's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
The,
That's a fair.
the only game in the Star Fox franchise that deserves to be in, like, the pantheon of Nintendo's best, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This is the quintessential Star Fox game.
Yes.
Yeah, when somebody mentions Star Fox, they're probably talking about this game.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, Star Fox, it's fun. It's a fun game. I played this a lot on 3DS, which is, you know...
It has branching paths.
Yeah.
It gives a lot more character to, you know, all the characters in the game. Like, you got very slight portraits of, like, Falco and Slippy and was Slippy in the SNES one? He was, right?
I think
was.
so, yeah.
He was.
I think
Okay,
it's the
yeah.
same crew.
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
same
Just
main
making
four.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they gave a lot more character to those characters, and You get a lot more feel for Fox's backstory. The whole thing with following his dad at the end. It's fucking cool. Yeah, I love that game. I played it a lot when I was younger, and it's a great game.
All right. Well, I want to put it right above Golden Sun at number 44.
I think you're fucking bugging out, because you know where Golden Sun is? Not above Kid Icarus Uprising.
I think Kid Icarus Uprising is a better game.
No, get the fuck out of here. You're wrong.
Okay.
Absolutely wrong. Holy shit.
Hold up. I will say Kid Icarus Uprising is a better rail shooter.
Uh-huh.
But Kid Icarus Uprising also has a really shitty other half of it.
One half of the game.
Yeah, that's the main problem with Kid Icarus. We've talked about it. It's still
the ground sections are still good. I will not hear otherwise.
The ground sections are okay.
They're good.
I would say there's some parts that maybe cross the good line.
But highly problematic. I'm sorry.
You still have
You have to acknowledge this. You can wave it away as much as you want.
I will never acknowledge this.
You can't acknowledge that some people have legitimate problems with it.
I think some people are stupid and don't know how to
Okay, this is not worth talking about. If you can't even concede that.
The rail shooter parts of Kid Icarus Uprising are like probably the best rail shooter segments in a game that I've ever played.
And it's a goddamn shame the whole game wasn't that.
It really is. It really is. It's fucking awesome.
But even in the non-rail shooting segment, you have this wonderful cast to take you through it, okay, that makes the pain bearable.
Yeah, but it plays like shit.
Exactly.
Fucking... You have like a run meter, he gets tired, he fucking is janky, he's janking all over the place. You move the stick a little bit and he goes from 0 to 100, he janks everywhere. This fucking, the camera sucks, you can't even control it, it's fucking shit.
Alright, Brandon,
True.
where do you want to put it, Brandon? Alright, where do you want to put it? Just get it over with.
God.
Rip the band-aid off.
I'm being meaner to this game than I was when I put it on the list.
You are.
Well, Muzzy took it to that place. I'm sorry. He can't even acknowledge anybody talking about anything bad about the game.
Where do I want to put it?
I've had to acknowledge it multiple times. I've just had enough.
Where do I want to put it? I want to put it above Danganronpa, but below Fire Emblem Awakening.
Alright, I'm fine with that.
What the fuck? That's right there.
What do you mean, what the fuck? I've
It's
never
still
said
above
anything
Kid Icarus.
contrary to that.
No, this game is better than GoldenEye, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Definitely. It's better than GoldenEye.
It's not better than Fire Emblem Awakening.
It's not better than Fire Emblem Awakening.
Well, I mean, that's a problem with GoldenEye then.
No, GoldenEye is like one of the best N64 games.
It's not one of the best shooters.
GoldenEye is better than Star Fox 64.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
It is. It's got better multiplayer mode.
Okay, that's the one thing it has.
I tell you, ask somebody about the Nintendo 64.
I mean,
they're gonna bring up GoldenEye before they bring up Star Fox.
They can do that, but that's a whole legacy argument that I don't really care that
I'm
much
just saying.
about. I mean,
GoldenEye's better game.
it really isn't.
You know,
is.
you could put so many more hours of fun into GoldenEye than you could Star Fox 64. Star Fox
What
64
is this
has
fucking? Now you're just arguing out of spite against fucking Star Fox.
This is
You're giving me this bullshit. Okay, I acknowledge that the multiplayer is better, but everything else is better.
There's
than
a
Star Fox.
hard limit to how much fun you can get out of Star Fox 64. Once you see all the branching paths, you're done. It's not that long. You can 100% that game within 20.
So we're strictly talking about hours played?
No,
is that the only barometer that we care about now?
In this case,
because then why is it Stardew Valley at number 1? I'm sorry, what the fuck?
I had more fun with GoldenEye and Fire Emblem Awakening than I did Star Fox 64.
Yeah, I don't want to put Star Fox 64 above Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah.
Well then, I don't want to put Fire Emblem Awakening where it is. I want to put it higher, but what the fuck?
I mean, I do too. I want to definitely put it above Valkyria Chronicles, but that's the nature of the beast, baby.
No, yeah, it's an exact
garbage.
tie. It's an exact tie about Valkyria versus Fire Emblem.
How is it an exact tie? Fuck.
because Will, Noah, and Saf want Valkyria above, and the three of us want it below Valkyria.
They're bugging. They're all bugging.
And I mean-
but
and-
at least the three of us right now are agreeing on something.
We're agreeing on something.
But it's not going to help the problem right now.
GoldenEye doesn't have great controls either.
I mean, it's Nintendo 64.
What?
So you could say it's just the 3DS about fucking Kid Icarus.
No. I mean,
I would say GoldenEye has really good controls for what it had at the time, though. Like, yeah, and nowadays, sure, but like at the time, it still controlled great. It wasn't really a problem back in the day.
We've become used to dual analog games, but that doesn't mean that shooters are worthless not being dual analog.
Yeah,
they take a
then, I don't think
significant
the
hit.
controls were bad. I don't think anybody ever said, "Oh, GoldenEye has bad controls."
They're rough.
Back when it came
You
out.
could
They're
still
rough.
have a good time playing GoldenEye today.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to say no exactly, but it's harder. It's
how the controls held up.
It hasn't aged very well. Is what I would say.
you know, they haven't held up.
Whereas
as well,
Star
because
Fox
now we have dual
is-
analog shooters.
Well,
yeah.
Star Fox is as enjoyable as it was.
It's like one of the best rail shooters, but rail shooters that held back to like the same experience every time, and like, you know,
There's
they're
a
usually
hard
short.
cap where a rail shooter can go, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of like
it
a
has
visual
branching
novel, you know?
paths and all this shit. What the fuck?
It is. It's a great game. I mean, we're putting it up pretty damn high here.
And it's like you can get more points. The
Okay, more points. Don't get me started on that. shit.
I don't give a shit about points.
Yeah, let's get
Well,
the
all right.
Pokemon
So
Snap
you,
argument.
so
that
you
will
want
shit all over.
replayability, but you don't want it in this way. You
That's
want
not
it
fun
in that way.
replayability. That's not fun replayability. That's just stupid. Alright?
Okay, sure. All right, whatever. That doesn't make sense as an
I
argument.
don't even know why we're having this argument because I'm not putting it above Fire Emblem Awakening.
We're two.
goddammit.
It's 2-1. Fuck you, Wills.
It's so stupid. I mean, listen. At least I got it above Kid Icarus, so fuck yourself. How about that?
You did.
Alright,
I mean, I think it deserves to be above Kid Icarus.
Alright. So Star Fox 64 is gonna be at number 40. And now I'm gonna read the entire. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking GoldenEye.
So
GoldenEye has to come
Do it
down.
up.
the entire.
Pat for time.
Listen, I'm not even that mad about it being below Fire Emblem. It's just GoldenEye has to come down.
Oh,
too-
that's a problem we can get to in the re-rank. Okay, that's.
I think GoldenEye's fine where it
It's
is.
too high.
Oh, it should go higher.
It really shouldn't.
All right, so number 38, Telltale's The Walking Dead. 39, Fire Emblem Awakening. 40, Star Fox 64. 41, Danganronpa. 42, Kid Icarus Uprising. So that is the list, and that has been this podcast. While Ills, you can have the final word since we have spit on you this entire episode. But while Ills thinks of that, Brandon, if you could just think of mention those plugs, that'd be nice.
Oh, the plug guy.
Yeah, you're the plug guy.
I'm your plug. All right, I got it. Am I doing it? Is
Yeah,
it
go,
showing us
it's
now?
your turn.
Yeah, go.
I'm having a problem with this damn audio.
Just go for it.
Too many openings here with Muzzy. Hey, thanks for listening to the Jump Up Supercast, everybody. And if you really enjoyed, our rambling and all this other shit that we've been saying over the last 40 to an hour, who knows? Do us a favor and check us out on all your social media platforms. Where you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter, you can find us on Instagram, and you can follow us anywhere. And make sure to follow us because it's super important because you get to see when the episodes go live. I'm going to post them on those social media platforms. And you say, oh shit, there's a new episode of Jump Up Supercast. Let me tell everybody I know. I'm going to run outside, run down the streets, fucking just like Christmas Carol style, just telling everybody. So make sure you do it. It's super important. Also, we got twitch.tv/JumpUpSupercast where you can watch us play video games. I think pretty soon a game's coming out that I want to stream. It's called Senran Kagura Peach Ball.
Oh my god.
Hide the kids. Hide your wife. Because we're playing big titty anime girl pinball out here. So I'm going to stream that game. Let's do it. And Muzzy, are you still streaming on Fridays? Huh, buddy?
Look, E3 gave us a little, pause, but I'll be back to it soon.
So, yeah,
I'll be back to it.
Take that as a probably not, but maybe. But still follow us anyway, because who knows when we're gonna jump on. You can get notifications when we do. So yeah, and also we have another show. We're not just all about arguing about lists and shit here. We have a show called the Up Supercast Game Club, hosted by me, and we play. We're just like a book club. We play video games every 2 weeks. We talk about a game that we've been playing. Right now, we're playing Skull Monkeys. It's on the PlayStation 1. Noah childhood game. Noah had a weird childhood. If you ever look this game up, you can see what molded him. But yeah, man, we're gonna be talking about that pretty soon. So check out the Game Club, and also we put the game on the list. So if you love the list, because I know you do, because you listen to this whole episode, so you must have at least kind of enjoyed it. Check those out too.
Okay. Ills, take us out.
All right. I know we talk about really silly shit. I just want to drop something serious here. I want some fucking justice for Minish Cap. You better fucking mention that next time, Muzzy, or I'm coming for you.
Oh, God.